Hey, this is Team Muggsy here, and I'm going to be doing a leveling video for Ashes Creation Phase 2. On the screen currently, you can see the time to level in the leveling zones we created. You can see the biz comp, and you can see the biggest issues. I'll be going over all of this throughout the video. Mind you, I'm not a content creator. I'm doing this because I'm sick of hearing community complaining about exploits and XYZ things. And I'm just gonna do my best to educate the community and show them that you don't need exploit to level quickly. Share some knowledge. I think there's a huge issue right now with knowledge being shared in the game. So currently we are at Corlock. This is where I level from 1 to 10. It takes about 3 hours to hit level 10 on basically any class you can do this on. You're gonna grab flares and you're gonna kite them on this bridge. It's really simple. You have to kite them on this side of the bridge that I'm currently on. Flares don't really have any abilities. They spin, they block to mitigate, they do a cleave, I believe, and that's kind of it. So you can just kite them back and forth on this bridge, and as long as you don't get hit by them, you'll be totally fine. You can do this at level 2. Level 1 doesn't matter. You can get your mount at the start and then come right over here and just start killing flares. The creepers, the smaller mobs, they're a bit more dangerous because they throw things at you. So I do have a range attack, so when they come up or aggro to you, instantly kill them. Because that's what you will die to if you die to anything here. So try not to pull any, and you should be fine. There's not really too much to go over this spot. It's just pretty simple. 1 through 10, killing flares. They give about 3.5k XP per mob, and they don't take too long to kill. So just do this 1 to 10. And the next spot we're going to go over is going to be Oaken Bane. There's 2 parts of Oaken Bane, or actually technically 3. There's the front, the bottom, and the top. We're going to be going over the middle area. I guess the bottom is what I'd call it. This is a really good spot from 10 to 13, 10 to 12, whatever you feel comfortable with your group. And I'll go over what you do here in a second. Mostly your group stands right here on this wall, just to avoid cleave and other abilities. They can stand down here too, doesn't really make a difference. The main mobs you're going to be pulling are hobs, and there's choppers. You do not want to pull more than 1 chopper. If you pull more than 1 chopper, your tank will die. The majority of the mobs you want to pull is hobs. You can probably pull around 4 to 6. And if your tank's pretty, on top of it, pull 1 chopper in there too. And you will slam through levels here. The main goal is to maintain, 1 level per hour, pretty consistently through the whole process. If you don't have a group, you can level 1 through 12, or 11 through 12 out here in front of Oaken Bane. There's a lot of 1-star mobs out here. It's super easy to solo. Some summoners and some other random mobs. Just come out here and start killing them while you're waiting to form your group. You'll find this a lot of the spots we go to farm. There's always, good places to go to kill like 1-star mobs or whatever. So this is the next spot. This is going to be your 12-ish to 15, your 13 to 15. This is where things get a little bit spicy, but not too bad. You're going to see the path I'm running in. Super important that you know this path. You can get up here without pulling any mobs. If you do pull a pack, it's totally fine. Just run up here with your group. Pull aside, kill the pack, and then go up. Don't try to drag them up. If you pull mobs, do not drag them to your group. Super important. But yeah, you can totally get up here without pulling any mobs at all. You can see me fail camouflage there. But yeah, you don't need to pull any mobs going up here. It's totally easy to get up here, no issue. If you do pull a pack, if you pull this is chopper on the right or whatever, just stop, kill it, and then start moving up. When you get up here, it gets a little bit more spicy. You're gonna have druids, multiple choppers, hobs, everything up here. I'm gonna show you the spot that we go to that we find pretty safe. I'm just weaving between 2 choppers here. There's 1 chopper to my left, 1 chopper to my right. Don't need to pull either one of these. And right here is the safe spot. So it's where you want to be. Now I'm gonna go over some of the mobs up here. Just one more time, you can see there's choppers, druids, hobs. There's even a boss up here you'll see in a second. He's a bit dangerous. Don't start pulling him until you really have everything down. Your tank is just going to run around here, pull 1 chopper at a time until he feels pretty good. You can start pulling 2. You saw the comp that we were going over at the beginning. It had double bard in it. Realistically, these packs are completely free as long as you're interrupting the spin on the chopper. That's why we bring double bard realistically, and not just for the mana and the damage, which is also amazing, but the interrupts and the CC are really important when you're doing these mobs. To maintain high XP per hour, it requires people not to die, not to get frustrated, not to get mad. You do that by controlling the mobs, not having anyone die, really minimizing the XP lost, and it's usually pretty good. You're going to see the hunters or the rangers, whatever you want to call them, are going to be throwing down vines and stuff. Anytime they see a spin, you know the spin's coming when the mob's laughing. There's some pretty key signs to it. But yeah, you can see clump them up, get them stacked as possible. It's the tank's job, and just kill them. It's really that easy. This is what you're going to be doing from 12 to 15. And again, it's about a level an hour. And these drop pretty good loot. We saw some pretty good items up here. And some phase bits. Now to the next spot. We're going to the remnants of Cililian. This is going to be the juiciest spot. The second juiciest, probably. The XP here is crazy. You're looking at upwards of 700k per hour at level 15. I'm going to show you the run-in here. You can just follow this pathing. Again, the reason I show the run-in and I show the pathing in is because I'm assuming you're probably going to be pugging here. And you're going to want to know where to run people in, how to get them there. You see I jumped up on that corner there? There's mobs that pat left and right here. There's always usually a group killing up on this corner. So if you get scared, you don't have to pull mobs into them or anything if you have a mob pulled onto you. But if you have one mob on you, just jump up here. They'll probably help you kill it. You can help them kill it as well too. Find a good time to run by, and you can get past those two golems, But yeah, this is usually a safe spot to go. There's usually a group here. You can just usually stack there. If you have like 2 or 3 guys here, you're waiting for the rest of your group. Hang out here. Don't get killed. Don't lose XP. Wait for a bit. I got off my flying mount here on purpose to show you how to run in. It's pretty simple. Maybe I did get on my flying mount. We'll see. But yeah, I'm not going to fly to the area. This is just how you run in. You walk in here, and this is what I think is the best XP spot in the game. So we run in here, and you're going to see some pulls after this. I'm just going over the mobs here. There's mobs to the wall that you're going to be pulling here. There's mobs in each of these rooms. Some Sorks. Some Guardians. All sorts of things. Some caster mobs here. And we'll go over what they do. This is the juiciest spot, but it also requires the most, CC, understanding the mobs. Tank needs to be aware, not standing in shit. But yeah, once you get down, it's super, super free. And we'll go over that in a second. So I was the pulling ranger here. I was in charge of pulling all the mobs in here. You're going to see, we just pull everything in here. And the reason we do that is for LOS. Your priority mobs are going to be the caster guardians that drop, they do an arcane explosion, which drops like a black hole in the floor. Super, super important. Those guys die very quickly. Sorks as well, too. They do a group silence. They need to die instantly. I usually mark the Sorks when we pull them, just so people know to kill them instantly. Bards can dispel the silence. Another reason we bring a bunch of bards. Your player could silence, dispel them. Not super hard, super easy. This is why we love the bard. Always bring 2 bards. Our comp is obviously a lot better here. We did pug this, by the way. Our tank consistently were pugs. Our DPS were pugs. We even pug clerics at some point. This is not like a guild-made group. This is just straight up pugs. And you can see the XP we're getting in the chat. It's really, really consistent. Really, really good. And these pulls are all like 15k. And they die probably in around like 45 seconds to a minute. It's pretty up there, probably somewhere between 600 to 800k per hour. And this isn't like, the Walmart lover XP per hour, this is the real stuff. And you can see here again, this is mostly going to come down to LOSing. Your tank grabs the mobs, he pulls them in the corner. I usually drop a root when I pull mobs in here. That's another thing, by the way, hunters or rangers. When you're pulling, mobs will teleport to you. So try not to go all the way into the back of the room. Be aware of that. Drop a root for yourself to protect you. And help your tank. Get them in the corner. You're going to see some situations where, I'm pulling mobs, getting in the corner, and we're just, making sure that, the tank isn't at range. Because these mobs do a frontal cleave if you are further than like 10 yards away from them. And you can see all the areas we got to pull here. Your scavengers will put a wound on the tank as well. I don't think we were really dispelling it, but if it becomes too hard to heal, you can dispel the wound off the tank as well too. Just be aware of that. And it's just really simple, just rinse and repeat. There is a name mob that spawns up there, Smithy or something. I'm not sure what he really drops, but drops here are pretty good. I would say the best part of this is the glint per hour. We were getting somewhere around 3 to 4 bright glint per hour doing this. It was actually crazy. We ended up ending the whole leveling thing with about 30 bright glint. It was pretty good, to be honest. And you can just, see the pulls, have an idea how I'm doing it. If you're a healer, make sure you step outside the room to heal the ranger. You can see I drop a root at the door. You can see there's some black holes in the ground. The tank can eat them. If it becomes too dangerous, he needs to get out of them, but, use your cooldowns, talk to your healer, make sure you're killing the Sork so that the healer's not getting silenced. That will kill your healer. There's mana balls that drop on the ground that you need to run over. Yeah, make sure you definitely run those over, or they can respawn the mob. That's very important. There's Smithy there. And you have the Arcanist or Archimist, whatever their names are. Those are the ones that are going to be doing the Arcane Explosion, which turns into the black hole in the floor. And if you slow the video down, you can definitely see it. Okay, now to the last spot. This is the island in the Tropics. This is a pretty hidden secret. It's about 1.2 to 1.3 million XP per hour. The main mobs you're killing here are Stabbers and the Flame Speaker. Yeah, the spot's a little bit hard. It's a DPS check. I'll tell you more when we get into the video of us killing it and doing them. But yeah, this is a tough spot. People might think the spot's broken, but it is very, very far out into the Tropics. You will have to PvP to own the spot. We did it multiple times. We had to fight, multiple 30-man, 40-man raids out here. And there is a massive DPS check. You will wipe here for sure. So you're going to see we're going to the packs. You have about 30 seconds to kill these packs before each stabber will, lunge out and do about 2,000 damage per attack. This can kill a healer or, DPS almost instantly. The way you deal with this is insane damage. We run a lot of mages usually out here. We try to run Biscomp as much as we can. We had to pug a lot doing this, but you want to be as close to Biscomp as possible. You definitely want your bards interrupting and silencing. You want your cleric silencing. Super, super important. This spot can be difficult, but it can be super, super rewarding as well too. We ended up getting an epic mask out here. The loot out here isn't bad. It's decent glint. Not as good as Cililian, but definitely decent. And you're just going to see us doing these spots on rotation. We slam through them. 35 seconds, 15k experience, go to the next one. It's really, really good, but like I said, it's dangerous. You can get griefed out here super easily, and it's about a 15-minute run back. I suggest when you first come out here testing the spot, you bring a cleric with you, an extra cleric, potentially for a res. Because, like I said, you die out here, huge run back, can be really demoralizing. But the XP is a massive, massive boost. Like I said, we do about 1.2, 1.3 XP, or 1.3 XP, or 1.3 million XP per hour out here. So, super, super good. This is pretty much the end of the video. Yeah, about 26, 27 hours to hit 25 doing this route. You can use any route realistically out here. The main game for Ashes is just leveling in a group and running the right comp and knowing the mobs, knowing how to interrupt, and knowing you have the good resources with the good bards. That's really it. It's not super difficult. It's pretty easy. People out there who are still struggling leveling and calling others exploiters and all this crazy shit, I don't know what to tell you. Well, hopefully this helps you, and
how close are you to 25?
I appreciate you guys.
I just did 24 not too long ago.
I'm 25.
I'm fine with the risk versus reward. I'm fine with a guild being stronger than others and a guild having leveled faster than others. And how they leveled faster than others, it blows me away because I know that we are doing it the right way. We are working hard to do it the right way. And we are just now, a lot of our folks are just now cresting 25. But when I look at like day 3 and 4 and 5 and I'm seeing 25s, it really makes me wonder how those guilds are doing it without exploiting something. And I'm not making any accusations, but I'm just saying that it seems a little impossible for guilds to do things that quickly without exploiting something. I don't have any proof. Am I interested in finding proof? No, not interested. But it just seems a little bit weird to watch our guild do it the right way and folks truly earn it.
Guilds on our server that purposely exploited the ward decking system.
Yep.
Which ultimately funded them in major ways. And now these people are mayor over a node because of it.